history and pride. Drive through Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the capital of Cherokee Nation, and you'll find plenty of both.
Federal policy is completely interwoven into my family's history from removal to today.
Kim Teehee was raised in Tahlequah. She's lived there much of her life, and she's looking to make history in a way that would encompass history, 200 years worth, with present-day pride.
Indian tribes have too few champions in Congress. I think it sends a huge signal to all the tribes in this country that the United States is capable of keeping its word.
There are currently 6 non-voting delegates in the U.S. Congress. They represent territories like Guam and Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. Teehee is trying to become number 7, the first to represent a Native American tribe.
You can introduce legislation, you can serve in committees, you can vote in committees. This is a provision that has remained unfulfilled for nearly 200 years.
The Treaty of New Echota was signed in 1835. It's known for leading to the forced removal of the Cherokee east of the Mississippi, but it also said they shall be entitled to a delegate in the House of Representatives whenever Congress shall make provision for the same.
We need to honor those treaty obligations.
This past fall, 187 years later, Congress held its first ever hearing on the issue.
Today marks an important first step.
Eyebrows rose. Then the year ended. The House switched hands, a new Congress took over, momentum has stalled.
I don't think that we can discount what it would mean to have a Native person, a Cherokee person, sitting in the room.
Dr. Julie Reed is a member of Cherokee Nation and a professor of history at Penn State. She says there's power in the House beyond a vote, particularly for tribes whose concerns too often go unheard.
We often overlook lots of people who have the ability to really shape legislation.
You start with funding, healthcare, education, infrastructure, connectivity issues, and it runs the gamut.
We reached out to the White House and got this response, quote, "We are supportive of upholding the federal government's treaty obligations, although this is an issue that Congress must decide. There has not been a congressional action to recognize the delegate for the administration to respond to." Drive through Tahlequah and you don't just feel history and pride. You witness many of the issues Teehee listed. The fight for her seat is about correcting history and instilling pride. She'll tell you it's also about steering the discussions that affect her community.
It's something beyond you, right? It's helping others.
In Tahlequah, Oklahoma, I'm Matt Pearl.